I'd like to call to order the Westmont Village Board meeting, May 16th, 2024, to order at 6 o'clock p.m. and ask Clerk Sinke for roll call, please.
Mayor Gunter?
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Barker?
Here.
Trustee Brady?
Here.
Trustee Guzzo?
Here.
Trustee Little?
Here.
Trustee Nero?
Here.
Trustee Simonovich?
Here.
Attorney Zemanek?
Here.
Village Manager May?
Here.
Assistant Village Manager Parker?
Here. Everybody please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, I'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's meeting. First item is open forum. Is anybody here who wants to address the board that's not on the agenda? All right, I'll close open forum, move on to reports. I have a couple items. Our new waste and recycling vendor, as of yesterday, not yesterday, what report is this?
As of May 1st.
Just
As of May 1st, Flood Brothers, the official new recycling waste hauling company for us in Westmont. Information regarding the new waste hauler, details about programs and services, vendor rates, and more have been published on our village website. Coffee with the Mayor. This Saturday, there's a lot of events going on around Veterans Memorial Park. There's a Coffee with the Mayor at 10 o'clock at the new park facility, Park Place, on the southwest corner of Veterans Memorial Park. There's also the luge tryouts and sidewalk chalk at the Musée Greg House, and a lot of different activity going on this Saturday. Spring Fling, next weekend, Memorial Weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Our Lions Club is hosting what used to be the Red, White, and Barbecue. Now it's called the Spring Fling. So again, and there will be fireworks. It won't be the July 4th fireworks, but they're going to have fireworks on Saturday evening at dusk. And again, annually our Memorial Day Parade. The entire community is invited to come out. It's on Monday, May 27th at 10:30 a.m. on Cass Avenue at the intersection right there by Chicago and Naperville and Cass. They'll head south to Veterans Memorial Park where there'll be a ceremony following the parade. We had an opportunity to visit Net Game at 145 Plaza Drive, and I know a couple of trustees went tonight. We went for the ribbon cutting. It's a beautiful facility next to the natatorium. So we've got another fitness type of facility up there by Ty Warner Park. I want to welcome them to the community. They put a lot of money into the building. It looks beautiful. And last night, the Chamber had an after hours at Salt Creek Ballet. They've been in Westmont since 97, I think. And we had a tour of the facility. We had some dance exhibits, or whatever you want to call it, dancing, but it was well done. So I just wanted to compliment them on providing that for the Chamber. And that's all I have. Clerk Simsky.
Okay, I just have a couple of announcemements. Village offices closed Memorial Day, Monday, May 27th, as well as Wednesday, June 12th. No, 19th, I'm sorry, June 19th.
Thank you. Trustee Brady.
There will be a special meeting of the Community Development Committee. There'll be a special meeting on Thursday, May 30th, here at the Village Hall. The June Planning and Zoning Commission, we have a Planning and Zoning, will have its next meeting on Wednesday, June 12th at 6 p.m. The Planning and Zoning Committee meeting is a time change. It will be starting in June. It starts at 6 p.m. Regarding the summer mural program, businesses who would like to participate in the window murals program can sign up on the Westmont Special Events website at westmontevents.com. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
All right, well, thank you. We'll go over here to Trustee Barker, Environmental Improvement Committee and Westmont first.
Thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to let everybody know that there's a tree planting incentive program that's been launched, and there's details on the village website for that. And then the NOMO program publicity, that has completed that program. And I wanted to thank the staff for getting the word out regarding the good things in Westmont. And if you are not aware, the Chicago Tribune and the Daily Herald did well-received stories on our NOMO programs. That is all. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Trustee Little, Administration and Finance Committee.
Thank you, Mayor. We will have our next meeting of the Administration Finance Committee on July 25th, right here at 4:30 at Village Hall. We're going to be doing a big discussion on water rate adjustment. Race to the Flag, coming up this Sunday, May 19th at Ty Warner Park. Sign up at racetotheflag.org. And my favorite, Cruising Nights, is only 3 weeks away. We're planning our biggest and best year ever. The information is on our website at Westmont Special Events website, which is westmontevents.com. So I want everybody to come out, hit Cass Avenue and watch the cars and have fun and eat a lot of food. Taste of Westmont's coming only 8 weeks away. This year, everything starts on Thursday night, which is unusual and something new. We're including main stage entertainment. We'll have main beer tent open and food vendors on Thursday night. So that's going to be the whole weekend. And details are on the Westmont Special Events website, which is at westmontevents.com. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Nero, Public Works Committee.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. Just a few items. Our next Public Works Committee meeting is going to be June 27th at 4:30 right here in Village Hall. And then just a few construction updates. Construction is underway for our Warwick water main, but also we got a couple alleys under construction as well, 12N, which hopefully I get this right thanks to our Public Works Director, but from Burlington to Naperville is one of them, and it's the alley between Park and Hudson. That's 12N, and 5S is from 55th to Quincy, and it's the alley between Adams and Washington. So, you know, for residents and those wondering what's going on, obviously we've been committed to reconstructing the alleys, and two great projects so to have underway. And of course there's always more updates on our website, so feel free to check that out for more information. And then kind of a fun update, the U.S. Luge team's coming back to Westmont. This is the USA Luge team, which is kind of neat. They're actual Midwest tryouts. They've been doing this for years. May 18th and 19th. More details are on our website, but just a heads up, Cass Avenue will be closed those days from 55th to Richmond on Saturday and Sunday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Thanks to all the staff and Public Works team behind the scenes to make this community event happen. It's kind of fun. I actually tried it the first year, and pretty scary if you're not ready for it, so you go a little quick down Cass. And then one last item, as the mayor mentioned, Trustee Brady and I stopped before the meeting tonight at Net Game, and if you haven't been there yet, go check it out. It's an awesome place. Dorothy did a great job, her and her team. They turned that IGI building, you know, complete 180. And what's even cooler too is today she had sandwiches from the deli at 700. She had Tesla there, all different businesses, and they're all working together, and it's just an awesome partnership. So if you're bored and want to play, go check it out, play some pickleball, or you can even watch and hang out and maybe you know, not overdo it for yourself. But either way, it's a great place, and I wish them the best. And that is all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Trustee Simonovich, I'll get it out. Public Safety, Police Public Safety Committee.
First, thanks to Trustee Nero for pointing out why my street's becoming one-way this weekend, because I was very confused. Got it. Okay, the next Police Public Safety Committee will be on July 11th at 4:30 p.m. here in this room. The Cop on a Rooftop event is coming up this Friday, 5 a.m. to noon at both of our Dunkin' Donut locations here in Westmont. This fundraiser earns money for Special Olympics in Illinois. We invite everyone to please come out and participate and support such a great cause. We also want to say congratulations to Police Sergeant Padilla and Fire Department Battalion Chief Blaskovich for their recent cover story and articles in Suburban Life about Westmont first responders. Thank you.
Well, thank you. Trustee Johanna Guzzo, Fire Public Safety Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Our next Fire Public Safety Committee meeting is June 13th, 4:30 here at Village Hall. Everyone is invited to attend, and that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Well, thank you. Before I move on, I do have to report that I had an opportunity on Monday to attend the Old Policeman's Luncheon, if you want to call that, But Chief Gunther invited all the retired police officers, I think there was about 18 there, to come for lunch and get a tour of the facility. It was great seeing, I think I knew everybody but maybe one individual, so it was great seeing them and hearing their stories. So a lot of stories before cameras were coming out, so. Yeah. So again, I want to congratulate our department for hosting that. Moving on, items removed from the consent agenda. Anybody have anything? Seeing none, I'd ask Manager May to please read.
Thank you. There are several things. As always, we begin with Village Board minutes. Board to consider approving the following meeting minutes. Includes the budget workshop meeting that was held on April 25th, 2024, and the regular Village Board meeting held on May 2nd, 2024. Then is Finance Ordinance number 2 in the amount of $2,254,203.37. Many purchase orders were in the beginning of a new fiscal year. So first we have Earth Planter LLC, $41,038. This is for the hanging baskets in the downtown. Next purchase order is Mead Incorporated, $75,000. This is an annual encumbering purchase order, and it represents the services for streetlight locating and streetlight and traffic signal repair for the entire year. Next is A. Warren Oil Company, $85,000. This is where we buy our bulk fuel for the entire village fleet, and that's also annual. Lithoprint Incorporated, $30,400. This is for the production of the village newsletter, or the printing of the village newsletter in fiscal year 25. We have some vehicles. First one is a pair from Thomas Dodge, Dodge Chrysler Jeep, $83,952. That's a pair of 2024 Dodge Durangos for the police department. Then we have Zoll Medical Corporation, $63,834.42. This is an annual lease, Chief, or is it an annual lease for 6 of their cardiac monitors? Then back to vehicles, we have Curry Motors, $64,000, and that's a 2024 F-250, which is a vehicle in the water division. And anything from Curry Motors is also from the state bid. I just wanted to point that out. Next one is Curry Motors, $51,990. That's for a 2023 Ford F-150 in the street division. While the next purchase order is Curry Motors, $51,990 for the same Ford F-150 in the water division, and we kind of talked about the difference between the funds. So there's 2 separate purchase orders for the exact same vehicle type. That brought the purchase orders to $547,204.42, together with Finance Ordinance number 2, totals $2,801,407.79. Now we have 4 proclamations. First is proclamation for Municipal Clerk Week, or to consider a proclamation to declare that May 5 through 11, Municipal Clerk Week in the Village of Westmont, to honor Clerk Shimsky and Deputy Clerk Richards. The second proclamation is for EMS Week. Board to consider a proclamation declaring the week of May 19 through 25 as Emergency Medical Services Week in the Village of Westmont. The proclamation for National Safe Boating Week. Board to consider a proclamation declaring May 18 through 24. We, are same weeks, but off by a day. National Safe Boating Week in the Village of Westmont. Last proclamation is Public Works Week. Board to consider a proclamation declaring the week of May 19 through 25 as Public Works Week in the Village of Westmont. And that's the consent agenda this evening.
Do I have a motion to approve as read?
Motion to approve is read. Little.
Second, Nero.
Motion been made in second to approve. Any comments or questions? I just got to ask the manager on Curry Motors. That's a state bid from them?
Yes.
Did we ever try
but there are other competitive, we're obligated to certain size purchases to do it competitively.
Yeah.
So the state of Illinois has a state bid for typical things that all municipalities do, so it's already a competitive price, so we don't have to go out to bid ourselves. And then there are other joint bids like that through DuPage County, and we got a lot of resources for competitive bidding pricing.
And if we found, which we probably won't, local dealership that can match the state bid, then we could stay local with it, from what I understand. But I don't think that any local dealer,
But you can
unless you want to drive.
do what you want, but
Porsche.
the general policy in the past was a local resource, even if it was a little more expensive. I don't know what the threshold was, but by practice, maybe 10%.
Yeah.
You would be allowed to consider a local vendor for that reason.
A lot of these are not our vendors.
None are.
All right. Well, thank
Last
you.
time there was, I think, was like when Team Chevrolet was
Yeah,
in
still there.
town.
No other questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Barker,
Yes.
trustee Guzzo,
Yes.
trustee Nero,
Yes.
trustee Simonovich,
Yes?
trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee,
Yes.
who did I leave out? Little,
Brady.
Brady.
Brady?
Brady.
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 Yeah,
That's who I
there you
put
go.
in,
All right.
Brady. Sorry.
That's all right. We'll move on to new business, increase in available Class 2 liquor license. Board to consider ordinance increasing the number of available Class 2 liquor license to allow Izakaya Tokyo LLC to sell and serve alcohol at 42 North Cass Avenue for a new Japanese restaurant. Deputy Liquor Chief Mulhern.
Good evening, Mayor and Village Board. Izakaya Tokyo LLC, doing business as Izakaya Tokyo Restaurant, 42 North Cass, which is the old China chef to put everything in perspective, has applied for a Class 2 liquor license. Here with me here, Hugo Liang. He's in the process of several building changes. However, there is an existing bar from the previous owners for their use, and he's also adding a food bar. He'll explain all that in a few minutes. Alcohol is being requested to add to the dining experience. Alcohol will be served throughout the dining area, including the existing bar area. The applicant and business has passed all background checks and are eligible to receive a liquor license. Again, here with Hugo Liang, I did my background, everything was fine. He is hoping to open a Japanese restaurant at that location. He owns 2 restaurants in the city, one, and the other one you sold, or still? Okay, he's still part of that. All received very good reviews, I checked that as well too. So he's looking forward to the community, and from looking at Facebook and everything else, I think the community is ready for him too. So here is Hugo, and he'll explain to you a little bit more. You've seen him before for code and zone things and everything like that, and I have one comment I want to mention after he's finished talking.
All right, thank you for the opportunity again. Sorry, you have something to say?
No, I said good evening.
Oh, good evening, sorry. Thank you for the opportunity again. Today I'm wearing my own shirt for the other restaurants. As you see, this is what we're selling for the grill stuff, okay? That's a Japanese traditional yakitori. So on this one, we're gonna focus on omakase, and also we're gonna have a little bit of grill as well. That's what, like Tom mentioned, we do have a good review. We have 4.8 review, which is on Google, like really good. I can't wait to get it open, but once we had the permit last time and then we dig into a little bit more, there's a lot of work I need to be done that I expected. So we're gonna be, make it nice. We're gonna make it way better than what it looks right now. And we're gonna make this town, we're going to success together.
As long as we can look inside, right? We can be able to see windows.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, at least we got the window prepared right now.
See
So.
that, yeah.
Open it up, all right.
All right,
2 things, if I could, Mayor, and speaking with you and doing the background, one point which I thought he was going to, but I'll do it for you. He had an opportunity to go to another town, a local community. He was looking around at local communities, saw the old facility at 42 North Cass, and chose Westmont. And I know there's several other businesses in the downtown area that echoed that comment many years ago. So you can see our downtown's changing. We want to thank you and get you here soon.
Well, thank you.
With that being said, I was notified by Community Development on Monday that some of the work he's doing inside, he has extensive amount of work to do inside. They have some issues. They put like a stop order or something on it. He told me today he's rectified that and he's talked to them. Hugo talked to them today, so he's working on that. So my recommendation was the mayor have the board increase the license by 1 for Isakaya. And then when he has all his inspections and everything ready to go, then the mayor issued a liquor license. Our concern is we want to make sure that we don't delay the liquor license to prevent him from opening. And I talked to him today, Hugo today, and we'll work on that. We'll coordinate
That's
that.
consistent what we've done over in the
Correct.
past. So
If
it's
you look at
nothing
Whiskey
new.
Hill currently right now, they still do not have their liquor license for various, they haven't paid for it. We don't know when they're going to open. I saw the sign today, help wanted, so that's a good
Getting
sign. But we're consistent with them as well, too.
Okay. Do I have a motion to increase the available Class 2 liquor license?
Motion to approve Barker.
Second, Nero.
Motion made and second to approve. Any comments?
I just got a
Josh?
question,
Yes.
Mayor.
Yeah,
I was just-
egg rolls. No.
Yeah, well, just curious, I know the building needs a ton of work. I just would love to hear from you. What are you doing inside? I mean, I know there's people asking what's happening.
Yeah, so-
Looks like you're doing a lot. Tell us, it'd be great to hear. I'm
Yes,
excited for you.
From now, what I did is I did the flooring.
Nice.
I painted the ceilings, and the drop ceilings was taken off, and with a higher ceiling right now. And then when I do in the floor, the why they stopped the order is because when one of the Westmont clerk coming over and take a look, and they saw. Because it's an old building, one of the piece of wood was rutted. So they wanna have an engineering guy and come over before I proceed any more work. So this is what I did, and I get the drawing done already. But there's a lot more of permits that I'm gonna do because I wanna make it nicer. I'm gonna take I'm gonna make the kitchen a lot better too because it was like really old and the
Everything
previous
was in
owner
there,
never
yeah.
It's all the
updated.
60s. Yeah.
Yeah, they never updated anything.
Yeah,
And
I
if
know.
I could say, speak for Hugo and trustee Nero, if you remember, the old place had their existing bar. He's going to keep that for his alcohol service, but against the wall, it's against Irving, the north wall.
Yeah, yeah.
He's putting in a food bar, and if you go to most sushi restaurants, you'll see that.
Nice.
Or you can sit at the bar and order your food that way, so he's having that as well, too. He told me he's working on that.
Trustee Barker.
Yeah, just two things. I can't remember. I have to say, I'm sitting here tired today, but did anybody talk to you about the DIP program that we have? Mr. Hannafine back there?
Yeah, Joe, yeah.
So,
What kind of
take,
I don't know.
have some conversation about that.
I'll find out.
And then do you have a tentative date now to open? Because I'm hungry.
Me too.
Yeah.
So you're delayed a little bit because you're doing more work, but do you know approximately when you're gonna be open?
I have to find the electrical contractor and all that stuff, but we expect it in 2 months if everything goes smooth.
8 weeks?
Yeah,
Okay,
Good for
good.
you.
if everything
When's the
goes smooth.
taste? 8 weeks.
Perfect timing.
He does have restaurant experience, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's a plus. I'm sorry.
I believe the board already awarded about $8,000 for those windows.
I thought so, but I didn't wanna
Yes.
give it to them without everybody's approval,
Yeah.
right?
Any other comments?
Those for the windows.
If not, roll call, please.
Trustee Barker,
Yes.
trustee Nero,
Yes.
trustee Simonovich,
Yes.
trustee Little,
Yes,
trustee Nero,
Yes.
and trustee
Brady.
Marie.
Yes.
Motion
you very much.
passes. Well,
Hey, thank you.
looking forward to it.
That
Thank you,
building
thank you.
needed it, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody have a good night.
The next 4 agenda items are hotel motel grant requests, and several of them are ongoing. So we're going to take one at a time. The new hotel motel grant request to Park District for Performing Arts. Board to consider a motion awarding a hotel motel grant in the amount of $2,500 to the Westmont Park District for summer musical event. And again, through the years, the village has been very supportive of various events that the park does, and concerts in the park, holidays. So this is just one of them. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little?
Second, Guzzo.
Motion made in second. Any more comments?
I'll just add that the Park District's working on their budget now, so all of these requests are for the Park District, and they're all right up front so that they can use it for planning purposes, even if they're ongoing throughout the year.
You got a motion? Roll call.
Okay, we have trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
We have trustee Little,
Yes.
trustee Nero,
Yes.
trustee Simonovich,
Yes.
trustee Barker,
Yes.
and trustee Brady.
Yes.
Yes. Motion passes. The new business C is a hotel motel grant request for the Park District for holidays. The board to consider a motion awarding a hotel motel grant in the amount of $5,000 to the Westmont Park District to assist with holidays. I comment on this one. This is the administrative agencies for holidays, which involves the village, the school, the Lions, everybody's involved in this. Just the Park District administers the funds. So do you have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Nero.
Second, Little?
Motion made in second. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Little,
Yes.
and trustee Brady.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business D, another hotel motel grant request from the Park District for Haunted Forest. Board to consider a motion awarding a hotel motel grant in the amount of $2,500 to the Westmont Park District for Haunted Forest event. And this one in the past has been approved, but not last year. I don't know if it was, but it's the same. Yeah, it's the same, another grant to assist them in bringing more people into town and enjoying the festivity. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve Barker.
Second, Little?
Motion been made and second to approve. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Motion passes. The last hotel motel grant request, Park District Concerts in the Park. Board to consider motion awarding a hotel motel grant request in the amount of $2,500 to the Westmont Park District for concerts in the park events. This is something that started back in the 75th and has been carried on since. So do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve, Little?
Second, Nero.
Motion been made in second. Any comments? Roll call, please.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business F, intergovernmental agreement, South Westmont Fire Protection District. Board to consider an ordinance approving an intergovernmental agreement, which is an IGA, with South Westmont Fire Protection District for the fire protection and ambulance services. And Chief Riley.
Thank you, Mayor. The village has provided fire protection services and ambulance service to property located in the South Fire Protection District. Previous years pursuant to an IGA. The new IGA continues these services for a one-year period from June 1st of 2024 to May 31st of 2025. The IGA requires the South Westmont Fire Protection District to pay $25,000 to the village for its tax levy revenues. This constitutes a $2,500 increase over last year's fees.
Have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Guzzo.
Guzzo. She always jumps in with the fire.
Gotta get that fire department stuff in there.
Yeah. Any questions?
I need a second.
Oh, Brady did.
Oh, I'm sorry, I
Trustee
didn't
Brady.
hear you, Brady.
Shuck it.
Thank you.
No questions? Roll call, please.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Trustee Barker.
Yes.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Brady.
Yes.
Trustee Little.
Yes.
Trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Motion passes. We'll move on to new business G, base incremental water rate. Board to consider ordinance establishing the base incremental water rate as 12.29 per thousand gallons. And I think we had a discussion in administration and finance that I need a motion to postpone.
I don't know if we need to postpone. I think we'll just withdraw it from the
Oh,
agenda.
withdraw it?
Does that work, John?
Yeah, you can withdraw that. If there's no motion, then it dies and
So we don't
minutes
have to
can
do
reflect that
nothing?
it was
Okay,
withdrawn.
because we're talking about postponement, let's just leave it.
Yep, just withdrawn.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll move on to new business 8, resolution for improvement under the Illinois Highway Code. Board to consider approval of an Illinois Department of Transportation resolution for the village's 2024 MFT resurfacing project. And we got Director Reese.
Good evening. This is a request to appropriate the sum of $1.3 million for the 2024 MFT resurfacing project from the village's allotment of motor fuel tax funds, and we recommend tonight approval of this resolution.
Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Motion approved, Nero.
No, you guys.
Second, Little.
Each other or whatever.
Nero, and did you say it, second? Little?
I second it.
Questions?
I just add, you have to approve separately contract agreements when we actually go into construction for the Mass Street resurfacing. This is a formality that you're acknowledging that staff is working on this and encumbering that money for that purpose.
Roll call, please.
Nero,
Yes.
Guzzo,
Yes.
Barker,
Yes.
Simonovich,
Yes.
Little,
Yes?
Brady.
Yes, yes.
Motion passes. Miscellaneous, I'm just going to ask DC Thompson, are you going to be on a roof tomorrow?
I am, south side.
South side. South side Dunkin' Donuts. All right. Huge fundraiser for the police department. Go visit.
By the police department.
By-
For Special Olympics.
Or Special Olympics. That's the only thing they raise funds for. Anybody else got any? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, Little?
Second, Simonovich.
Motion made and seconded to adjourn. Roll call, please.
Trustee Little,
Yes?
trustee Simonovich.
Yes.
Trustee Brady,
Yes.
trustee Barker,
Yes.
trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Guzzo.
Yes.
Again, I want to thank everyone. This meeting is adjourned.